Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm back here with the S2000 again, and this valve cover's bothering me quite a bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull it off today, get it cleaned up, stripped down, and throw some paint on it. I don't have a new valve cover gasket kit yet, but it is on order, so it should be here in a couple days or so, and I'll put that on after I get the kit. I'll probably include it in this video as well. But let's go ahead and get this thing pulled off and start working on getting it cleaned up and ready for paint. Okay, with these things dry, I'm going to take some 400 grit and some gray scuff pad and scuff up the surface here and get it ready for paint. Alright, with this all scuffed up with 400 grit and the gray scuff pad and some of these areas I couldn't get with the sandpaper, I'm ready to get this dust off of here and get these things degreased. I'm just going to use some like Purple Power degreaser, clean these up, and then I'm going to go over that with some wax and grease remover. And then I will also need to mask these things off, all these little grommet areas. I'll have to get some masking tape, mask those off. That's going to take a little while, but I'm going to go ahead and jump to it. Alright, I'm going to be using wax and tar remover. This is Rust-Oleum brand. You can use whatever brand you want. I'll leave a link down in the description below for this stuff here. And I'll also leave a link down in the description for the VHT Wrinkle Plus wrinkle paint. This is the red and the black. We're going to be doing the valve cover red, and we're going to be doing the spark plug cover black, just like the factory finishes. So let's get this cleaned off, and then we'll get taken outside and start spraying it in. Alright, well, we got them sprayed in. I think they turned out pretty good. What I've learned in the past from my past mistakes is you don't want to spray these with the surface of them hot. I've seen some people heat these things up or with it hot outside, and what happens is whenever you spray your first light coat on there and even your second coat, sometimes it dries up a little too quickly, and it'll dry up and not allow it to wrinkle up once you get your third heavy coat on and take the heat to it. It'll leave like kind of a shiny, smooth, streaky areas on it. I've got a couple of valve covers over here that turned out pretty bad because I did them when it was hot outside, and it did dry up like I described. It's not too hot outside today, and I left these in the garage today as well, stay about 75 degrees. So they turned out really nice. The wrinkles aren't too aggressive, and there aren't any smooth areas other than inside of the cracks and things like that, where you can expect to keep it smooth anyway. If you follow the instructions just like it says, they should turn out really nice for you. I can't wait to get these on there, but first thing we're going to do is pull this masking tape off before it completely dries. Otherwise you may peel the paint off of the painted surface that you don't want to. So I'm going to do that now. Alright, it's been a couple of days since I painted this valve cover, so the paint has had time to cure. So what I'm going to do next is mask off around these areas that I don't want to sand, and actually take 320 grit sandpaper on one of these rigid Durablocks here, and I'm actually going to sand the surface of this in this direction here to get that machined finish that it comes with from the factory. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of oil on each one of these, that way they slide in there easier. This is an 1.25 inch socket. I'm going to use this to help me push these in there. Okay, next step is to pull out the OEM valve cover gasket. Here's the part number here if you want to order one. This is what I've been waiting on to get, so I'm going to open this up and give it a good coat of oil and get it seated in here. the coil pack's already out. I'm going to go ahead and replace the spark plugs with the factory replacement NGKs here. The part number is PFR7G-11S or 7772 on the NGK part number.